to the Fourshade Studios podcast. I'm Devin Devon, and with me today are Blake Bunhammer and Brock Bergerson, aka Frog Bergerson.
Frog Bergerson in the flesh.
What episode is this?
This is 11.
Number 11.
11.
11 rhymes with Devin. Woo! That's the only time I'm gonna do that.
Doubt it.
The excitement is real.
So, what's on tap today, boys?
You tell me.
Excitement.
Well, the first thing on our list is Nintendo turns 130 years old. Is it today?
130 years. All of those years.
Is it just this week or today?
I don't know.
All right, well,
At some
anyway,
point.
happy birthday, Nintendo! You're 130. Happy birthday to you. You're the best. You make me happy.
How old do you think Xbox and PlayStation are?
3.
Like, would you have to go back and say, like, would you have to be like Sony and Microsoft?
No.
Xbox is 1 and PlayStation is 4.
4. Okay, you're right.
They put in the name.
Nintendo is Switch years old. Duh, it's a number.
My brain!
Switch is the same thing as 130.
Oh, how old are you, Switch?
How old are you, Switch?
And
How many people are you?
Wait, no,
How many people are you around that are 130 years old?
How old? Wait. How old are you?
That means Switch from now on. Anytime the word Switch is used, it can just be a snap.
You got some video editing to do.
Well, was out for 2 years on March 3rd, so happy birthday to this as well.
So let's be real. How many times have you taken off and put the Joy-Cons on just to hear?
Like 0.
Yeah, I don't
honestly.
care. I prefer to not use the Joy-Cons, honestly.
That's the thing. Like, I love. For the longest time, like when we had our before we got our Pro controllers, I just had the Joy-Cons in the I don't even know what it's called, but it looks like the little dog head.
What?
Oh, the grip. The Pro.
Yes, the grip, the Joy-Con
The
grip.
dog head.
You know how like they had all those
Yes,
memes where it's like a dog's head. The handle things were like the ears.
I got my joy thingies in my little dog's head.
But yeah, like for the longest time I just had it in there, and I would never like put them back on. And then when we got the Pro controllers, I rarely feel like I use the Joy-Cons. They just stay on the Switch while it's docked. So
how often have you clicked them just to hear them click them, bro?
yeah, that's a better question for you.
I take my Switch a lot of places, so I get to do that pretty often, and I do that pretty often. Just my favorite thing is when in one motion you can go down, up, and you've got a Switch in your hand with the Joy-Cons attached. It's so satisfying.
It is satisfying. Like, I will give them that. Like,
You think I'm lying, but I'm not.
like the actual like hardware feel of like just the physical feel of like them latching onto the Switch it's satisfying.
Yeah. It's also satisfying to know that they're not going to drift on you when they're latched onto the Switch, which is a major concern for me and half the reason I ever latched them to the Switch.
I've heard that like people's Joy-Cons are like starting to go bad, which is kind of scary.
Ignorance is bliss.
Right. Like I've heard the main things I've heard are like drifting, like control stick drifting. And it was more on one. I can't remember if it was left or right, but it was more so on one than the other. So spooky.
We got perfect Switches.
Well,
Can't tell me otherwise.
we won't have that problem because we don't use the Joy-Cons for anything.
Or maybe we
have no
will.
joy.
Maybe if you don't use it, you lose it.
No more Mario Party for you.
Remember, kids, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yep.
So clear. That message came out clearer than anything you've ever said before. You should cuss just to really put it in.
You should not do that.
I forgot how to cuss.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Brock reminded me, so thank you.
Anytime. So what else is happening for Switch's second birthday? Oh yeah,
Well-
the Switch is becoming an Xbox, or maybe it's not. I don't really know.
Yeah, that whole thing is like the weirdest thing. Like, there was all that hype where it was like, hey, Xbox Live may be coming to Switch. But then, like, Microsoft was like, hey, we're going to announce this officially. It's coming to Android and iOS. That's it. Like, okay, cool.
Didn't they even like get asked about it coming to PlayStation, and they said, yeah, we'd be all for that.
That's what I thought. Like, I thought for sure that they were like, yeah, we're on board for everything. Like, we can get our stuff out there to, like, the more people, the better.
Yeah, and you'd think Nintendo might be open to it because they sell the games on Xbox and the games on Switch are completely different.
Right.
Now. So I'm not killing this rumor yet. I think it's possible. Besides, I kind of want to see streaming gaming becoming a thing because that's probably the future.
Yeah. Well, and that's what everyone is hoping, that eventually we get something like that. Because like Google Chrome even like announced Joy-Con support, which they did their whole thing called Project Stream, where like you can actually stream AAA titles within the Chrome browser.
Huh.
So I feel like we're definitely like heading in that direction. But I mean, like at this point, like I feel like we're not quite there. Like as far as streaming goes, I just feel like it'd be the laggiest thing ever. I mean,
Right.
I haven't done too much digging or like watched too much like gameplay with an actually like streamed game, because I knew they did that with like Assassin's Creed.
Resident Evil.
Yeah. But it's like, who knows if it's even like playable, you know?
Right. But at the same time, they're trying to do this on current generation consoles. So, you know, if they're going to get it right, it'll probably be just the next generation.
Yeah.
Because they've got all this time. They're practicing basically with these consoles. It's not what they're meant to be, but obviously they can. So
True.
I think they're really setting themselves up for generation whatever. Next gen is going to be very heavily based in streaming.
Yeah.
It's probably for the best.
I mean, that I can see them, yeah, definitely like that's like the new evolution of gaming.
Games as a service, pay $5 a month for this game.
It's like so weird, because I feel like we had like models like that with like game rental, you know? Like, you remember when like GameFly and all that was huge and advertised?
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's still around, but it just like seems like the same thing, but instead of like a physical game you're getting mailed or whatever, it's like it's just digital.
Yeah, more on demand, but same concept.
Which, I mean, like, I guess that's kind of what some of the subscription services like Nintendo Switch Online, I guess you're kind of doing that already with like but it's only NES games. It's like such a small thing.
I don't think that's the point of it. If it's part of it, yeah. But
Yeah, right.
Nobody's
right.
paying for it for the NES games.
Right.
You're definitely going to be paying for this subset of games.
But it's like if you think about like on the Xbox or on like the PS4, where there's some games that are more like multiplayer like oriented, like a Call of Duty type thing, where basically everybody buys it for the multiplayer. it's like if you don't have like the PS Plus or whatever, then you can't play like basically a game in your library at that point.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a weird territory that we're getting into with like streaming games. Like I would have never thought this was a thing.
Yep. We're just gonna have to go along with it. I know it's not something I'm looking forward to, but we're not gonna get a choice when it hits.
Yep.
It's gonna hit hard.
Happen.
Yep. What else is happening in the future? Labo is happening in the future.
You know what's happening in the future? Cardboard. Do you even know what cardboard is? It's a new technology that we're trying now. It's 3D printed. It's 3D printed wood, paper,
all natural material.
Natural, flimsy brown stuff.
Yeah. So Nintendo Labo VR. I think your use of VR in the name is kind of a stretch, but you can call anything you want to.
At this point, it's like if you hold your phone up to your face like an inch away, is that VR? If you're, what is it?
You know what's really VR is if you close your eyes and just make the entire world virtual around you. That's my favorite
VR
type.
is just in your head.
But yeah, I'm excited that Nintendo is being weird again because, whenever they do these completely off the wall things, it's fun to watch.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I feel like that's what I like love the most from Nintendo. It's just it's when they're not doing the stuff that everyone else is doing. Like, I feel like most of their IPs are just like weird stuff. Like with like Splatoon, like one of their newer IPs, they're like, well, we could do a shooter like everyone else is doing, or we could do this weird like squid thing where you're spraying ink everywhere. And,
the ink.
Like Splatoon is awesome. Like,
yeah.
I don't want Nintendo just to be a company that is just like cookie cutter, like, oh, our competitors are doing this, we have to do the exact same thing just for the same audience.
Right.
Which I feel like is smart. Like, they know they have kind of their audience has kind of a different mold than other platforms, I guess. But
yes, you're special, Blake. You can believe
that. Yes. I will buy a $50 piece of cardboard.
Seriously though, I think both of us kind of know that our expectations for this are little to none, maybe.
Yeah. I've been wanting to try out Labo. Bless you.
Sorry.
For like the longest time, but like I just can't get myself to buy any of those kits just because of like I feel like they're gonna be like novel for like, I don't know, the first couple minutes, the first couple of times I play the little mini game thing, and then like I'm just gonna be like, okay, this is a piece of cardboard.
Yeah, and same here. I'm kind of hoping I can get one for $30 or something.
Yeah, like wait like 2 more years and the price will just be like $10.
Yeah, exactly. But either way, since they're doing the whole VR thing under Labo, like we've seen now where they have 3 kits out, we've seen pretty much what Labo is and what it's geared toward, and that's kids.
Yeah.
So I don't think anybody's expectations for Labo VR are very high based on that, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if they can do anything at all that's entertaining with what is essentially a Google Cardboard for a Switch.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, literally a Google Cardboard. Actual cardboard.
Yeah. That could be fun for kids, and Nintendo might get the bonus of the kids that throw their Switches on the ground after trying this. While trying this, you have to buy a new one.
There you go. Yeah. The one thing about, like, just Labo so far is I do obviously get the feel that it's like geared towards like children, but like I don't know. It just like makes me want to be a kid again when I see like some of that stuff because I'm like, if I were a kid and I had this, I would think it was like the coolest thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just the neat thing, you don't get opportunities to build things very often.
That's true.
Unless that's what
Yeah.
you do. So yeah.
Right. So I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, I definitely think it gives like kids this like avenue to like be creative and stuff, which I feel like I don't know. It's kind of clever marketing where it's like, hey, not only do you like your kid's not just like sitting in front of like a screen, like they're actually building what they're using, which is kind of good. It's kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, I haven't seen how well it's sold, but
I haven't either.
presume-
I'd actually be like curious to know like is it doing well? Is it not doing well? Like
right.
I would assume like it has to be because it's got to be fairly cheap to make those kits.
They have to sell like 2 of them and they're making a profit.
Yeah,
You're
it's
right.
like they sell them for like $50 because like technically there's like a game.
$50? What discount retail are you going for? Mine are
Well,
all they're 70, I thought.
Oh, I don't know. I threw out a number,
They're
but
pretty pricey.
but yeah, you're paying $70 for some cardboard and a. I think it's a. Is it a physical game?
Yeah,
So, who knows?
that's where the money is. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Not much to say until it actually comes out and we can get our hands on
okay, you're buying it then. Settled.
it. We'll see. I'll have to actually. I need to do a little bit more research and see like if it is gonna be. I don't know what if it's solely Labo or if they're gonna try to expand this thing out more. Which to me, I don't feel like they're going to, but I don't know.
Possibilities
see.
are endless. Yeah.
But kind of in other news, there was a report that came out recently that basically showed that Pokemon Go has made a whopping $2.45 billion off players in microtransactions, which is pretty crazy to me. It's definitely not a number to just let fly by. Like everyone knows how popular Pokemon Go was / is. I feel like it's definitely lost a lot of kind of fire, but I don't know. That's still crazy that that amount of money could be generated from just a mobile game like that.
People will do anything to catch them all.
I know I would. I'm still trying.
Addiction is powerful.
That's true, especially on those mobile games.
But that's what's paying for our cardboard VR, so I'm happy.
That is true. But so Nintendo was basically saying recently also that they are going to try to cut back on some of their microtransactions in mobile games, which I think is a good move on their part. Not only for obviously us. I mean, I'm not gonna pay a microtransaction in a game, but hopefully that will make it so it's not like a pay to win type structure, you know.
Yeah, it's probably not coming to Switch games anytime soon.
Right.
They're already trimming it back on mobile games, which is good.
But I mean, it's at least good that they're kind of putting their stance out there about that. I feel like there's been a ton of news about, like all these microtransactions, like loot boxes, and how people see it as like getting children to gamble and things. So
Yeah.
definitely smart on their end to kind of put that out. Hey, we're gonna do that less.
We will keep your children safe. That's
Yes.
basically their motto, if unsaid.
That is true. So, kind of related to Pokemon Go and mobile, the creators of Pokemon Go, Niantic, they are working, I believe, with someone else, I'm not sure, to create Harry Potter Wizards Unite, which is like the Harry Potter version of Pokemon Go.
Great.
So it's like Pokemon has such like this huge fan base, but then also Harry Potter has like such this huge fan base, which I feel like there is like some kind of like commingling there, but like not completely.
Well, I think the biggest disconnect for me is just like I don't understand what you'd be doing in the Harry Potter one. Like I saw these images of like you go through portals to visit places, but like
Yeah,
what do you do once you
I don't
get
know.
there? Because like Pokemon, you have a clear goal of like collecting these creatures and you have to catch them and stuff, but like you don't do that in the Harry Potter universe. So I don't really understand what the player's objective is.
Well, it's like I thought maybe they would tie it to like the Fantastic Beasts stuff and be like, hey, there's these Fantastic Beasts, basically Pokemon, like catch them or something. Because like I heard rumors of this about like this coming out about around the time like when like they started like kind of booting up the Fantastic Beasts like series for movies.
Right.
So it's like, okay, this is good timing. But from everywhere, from all the like the trailers and everything I've seen, like it doesn't appear to be that. It just like it's I honestly don't know what it is. It's just like I feel like it's more of like an adventure type thing.
I'm not going to speculate on what like the long-term gameplay is going to be, but what I do know is when you start up the game, it's going to sort you into a house, and for that reason, it's going to be downloaded about 3 billion times.
Yeah, for that alone.
Yep.
And I will be one of those 3 billion. So I'm not even complaining.
I'm definitely gonna do it. I'm definitely gonna try it out, but
I think it'd be really cool, like, if throughout the gameplay or whatever you learned various spells and then, like, you get to duel other players, kind of similar to how, like
a Pokemon battle?
Battling a gym is, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would be kind of cool.
I don't know how they would do that.
I don't either, but I think they should do it. I would play it for that.
I know in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the PC to like cast spells, each spell had a different mouse movement that went with it. So one was like a triangle or one was like this. So you could just do that on a touch screen. And then you could...
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. And like, I messed around with the Harry Potter mobile game for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Hogwarts something, mystery or something. But that's kind of how they did it also. Like for spells and like actions, it's always just you're drawing a shape.
Yeah.
On your screen. So I mean, I could see them taking that, but who knows what the actual goal of the game will be.
Yeah, just because it's developed by Niantic or however you say it, do you know it's going to be location based in the same way Pokemon Go is, or is it possible?
Yeah, they said like you'll run into like, port keys, and that those will be like, from what I gather, that those will be like what your Pokestops are. Those will be your location based things, and those will take you. Those will be like kind of portals into the wizarding world.
Okay.
So I don't really know. Another thing I saw was like, one of the things you could be collecting are like ingredients for like potions and things, and just stuff like that. Harry Potter stuff.
Okay. It'd be cool if you went to the port key and then that just activated a place you could just play on your phone, I guess. It wouldn't like all be walking places, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so who knows? That's it's Niantic's next big undertaking. I feel like they're doing this like super smart. Like they've got Pokemon now. They've got Harry Potter. It's like
They can't lose.
it's like yeah. What's next? Lord of the Rings, like Marvel. Like what is bigger than some of these things? Star Wars. So yeah, that's coming out. Kid Icarus and Star Tropics, those two things came out. Those two games came out for the Nintendo Switch, NES Online. Kid Icarus, I have played a little bit. I honestly don't know too much about the Star Tropics,
Same.
so definitely we'll have to check those out. Kirby's Adventure and Zelda 2 actually got SP versions that came out, which I don't know. I was actually surprised that these came out like so quickly. I guess maybe not so quickly. These were probably the same time period or duration that the other games took, or SP versions took to come out, but I don't know. I'm just like surprised when the SP versions are out while we're playing one of the actual games.
I think it's just kind of their way of filling out the release roster, pretending like they're releasing more than they really are.
Yeah,
because
like,
it
hey,
took
we
some.
came out with something.
Yeah,
really
it took.
It's like a
Took
game
some
we already have out.
intern. They played through the game themselves, made a save state, said we're sending this out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, I just like the validation that we are doing it, playing Zelda 2 the correct way, and we don't need this stupid special version because we're special all on our own.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I see why you would want to play those, but like I feel like I would get nothing out of it. It's like, hey, here's this basically finished version of a game. Do you want to see the final cutscene? It's like I could just look that up on YouTube. Me beating like this version of a game that's already at the end is not going to give me. It's not going to like throw the veil over my eyes and be like, hey, I beat this game.
Some people it will though, and that's
Yeah, I
who
know.
we're for.
I know. If you beat Zelda 2 using the SP file, you didn't actually beat the game.
Confirmed.
You didn't. Even though you think you did, you didn't.
Stop.
So yeah. We're right now we're still playing through Zelda 2. It's hard. It's super time consuming.
Yeah, it is. We're getting to the Metroid kind of point of the game where everything's just a struggle to get through.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
It's like we're making definite progress though, which is like the thing that at least is keeping me playing.
Yeah.
Because like I can see like the stuff we've done like a little bit in the past and been like, okay, we could like probably go back there and like do it pretty easily.
Yeah.
Which obviously good game design. You should be doing that. So
Right. It makes a little bit more sense than Metroid. We haven't felt like we need to look really that much up except for when we were being dumb.
yes. Or when there was a random mirror under a table.
That was just us being dumb. It was there in the sprites. I guarantee it.
I'm still we'll talk about it later, but I'm still frustrated about that.
Never leave your fights unresolved.
Yes. What else? Oh, this weird story. So there was this like interview that came out with Sakurai, and when they were working on the Smash Ultimate, he like set guidelines for himself, and he he's like, I know in the past, like, I've been like kind of a workaholic. Like, I've been like overworking myself. I've been like working myself into like bad health. And I guess like for I wasn't exactly sure if it was for Smash Ultimate or Smash for like the Wii U, but in one of the cases, he would work such like long hours and like so hard that he would get like super dehydrated, and that he would just hook himself up to an IV bag for hydration,
Oh my god.
which I thought was just the craziest thing.
Sakurai is a professional athlete of game design.
He like is like that's like I feel like something like an athlete would do, you know, like all right, come over on the sideline, get some of this oxygen, like
I don't
hook up
think
to the
I'm
IV.
I don't think I'm that invested in anything. I will not hook myself up to an IV bag to keep going.
And that's why you're a failure and Sakurai's not.
That's
Right.
so true.
That's why you haven't made Smash Ultimate.
That's so true. Thank you for reminding me.
We should all learn something. And it's IV bags or how it's used to be.
Yeah. So yeah, Sakurai's crazy, but he makes awesome games, so I guess I can forgive him, you know.
He better be doing that on his
Forgive
deathbed.
him. What did he do to offend you? Trying
He's-
to work.
He's
and
putting
hydrate?
himself into bad health. He's
Yeah,
a human
he-
being.
I'm
he's
so
not gonna-
disappointed in you, Sakurai.
Think of all the games he's not going to be able to make because he'll be dead earlier now.
Exactly.
It's
Think about all
really
those Kirby games you're gonna miss out on.
Sakurai's thinking only of himself right now. It's terrible.
Yes.
Actually, I've never played any Kirby games, so
0?
I've never played a Kirby game.
Kirby
Sure.
Epic Yarm just came out.
Yarm.
Yarm with an M.
Kirby's Epic Yarm.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Would it be not Nintendo Switch?
What's like? Yeah, it's like so crazy because didn't it originally come out on like the DS, like the original DS?
No, the Wii.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was the Wii. I don't know why they're not. Why are they doing that? Why are they just like no Switch, but 3DS for some reason?
I don't know. Because that's one of the games I think it like pair perfectly with Yoshi's Woolly World, and
Exactly. It's like the
I
same.
play it,
It's the same feel of game.
but maybe they've just been working on this for 2 years, had to get it out. And
Yeah, who knows? They definitely have their reasons. Because I don't think they would just randomly just be like, hey, 3DS only.
they've got a wheel of ports in the Nintendo headquarters. And as Reggie's last act,
He threw a dart and saw where it landed. Epic
Yeah.
Yarn, 3DS only. Now I need to get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS.
I hope that gets ported.
I hope
Is Animal
that doesn't
Crossing
get ported and they make an Animal Crossing on the Switch
Yeah,
in 2019, like is planned.
Why is nobody debating this? Do we know that Animal Crossing is not a port? Because the logos looked very similar.
You're scaring me right now. You're making me like rethink this whole Animal Crossing thing, which I don't like.
Support.
Because that's true. Like everything that's coming to Switch is like a port.
Kevin, you like Animal Crossing? Break the tie.
Animal Crossing.
Is it a port? You know it is in your heart.
It's not a port.
It's not a part. Oh god.
It's not a part.
It's,
It's not a yarm.
it's not. It's definitely not a yarm, but I don't think it's a port.
Fine. Okay, I'll shut up. It's not a port.
Shut up about freaking ports.
I finished drawing. Do we need to save that till the end, or
No, show us.
all right?
Give a little explanation what this is.
Okay, so for Nintendo's birthday, I drew a Wada as a little cherub man floating above a birthday cake, which I tried equally as hard on to draw as his face, clearly. It has birthday candles 130, which are lit, illuminating his angelic face. And he's whispering, "Make a wish," with an ellipse after it. So it's a little mysterious because this is a message from beyond the grave. So that's what I got.
He's
Hope
not fat
everyone
enough.
likes
He needs some baby fat on him. Maybe a little chubby butt in the background.
Yeah,
That would really.
like a little bow and arrow.
So he's Cupid.
Yeah,
He's
And-
the Cupid of
but I
fun.
don't know why.
That's okay.
So the going price for that drawing is
15 billion.
pesos.
No,
Bitcoin.
Bitcorn.
Buttcorn.
Buttcorn. 15 billion buttcorn, and you can have your own
Little birthday boy.
little birthday boy.
Shouldn't it be 130 butt corn? I mean,
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm
That's
sorry.
so true.
I
Thank
didn't
you.
work out the conversion rate right.
yeah, it happens.
Did you just say the conversion right?
Probably. In other news, we need a jingle still. We need like what I was saying that other
Here's
time.
one.
I'm literally going to make
got
that. Send me that video clip like Tuesday.
Okay.
Get on it, Brock.
In other news, Yacht Club Games,
Yacht Club.
Yachty,
Lil
makers
Yachty.
of Shovel Knight,
And broccoli.
they are working on something new.
Whoa.
So they came out with this tweet, and the text of the tweet said, "But wait, from the shadows, there's something completely different in store." And it was like this picture of kind of like this ninja-looking guy with some long swords. You see like a silhouette of him. He's like kind of standing up on this cliff, and there's like a like almost city-looking skyscrapers, maybe like a ruined city kind of in the background. So it's definitely something different from Shovel Knight, which they're probably ready to do at this point because they've been working on Shovel Knight stuff for like a million years.
Yeah, everything I had seen was just that Shovel Knight was probably coming to Switch, but it's not that.
Shovel Knight is already out on Switch.
Is it really?
I think it's been out since like the beginning of the Switch.
A long time.
Yeah, we've had it. I got it. The nice thing about Shovel Knight on the Switch, I'm pretty sure, is you got all of the previous things.
Right.
And so like yeah, they're working on they're finishing up Shovel Knight. I believe it's called like King of Cards. It's the King Knight expansion. So one of their like flex goals when they were raising money for this was that they were gonna get some of the enemies and they were gonna turn them into like the protagonists, and you're actually gonna do a campaign with them. So I think that the King Knight is the last one that they're gonna do. That's the last one that they raised money for. I know they're also working on like a battle type thing, like an arena thing where you're like you can pick your character and like
A multiplayer arena?
yeah, like fight against each other or something.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Smash Bros type thing, but like 2D Shovel Knight. But yeah, after that, this is probably going to be their next big thing. Again, this is all they've come out with. They'll definitely put more out later, but it's just a little
Right.
teaser.
Yeah. Shovel Knight's pretty timeless, so anything more from them, high expectations.
Yeah.
Jingle?
Other tweets. Did you happen to see the deleted Pokemon tweet that came out from Nintendo of America?
I saw reposts of it, yeah. And it actually made me think a lot about what we talked about last time on the podcast.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to bring it up, because it was like they basically confirmed from the tweet that the stadiums are gyms. Is that kind of what you got from it?
That's the first thing, yeah.
So I'll just go ahead and read it if you haven't heard it. It says, it appears Pokemon Sword and Shield gyms in the Galar region are now bigger than ever. What types of gym masters are waiting for you to challenge them? You and your new partner Pokemon will have to train hard and find out. So from the reading that I've been doing, there's a lot of speculation on why they took this tweet down. Some people I was listening to and reading about were saying maybe they took it down because the term gym masters was like not a very good translation from the Japanese text. Maybe they were wanting to call them something else. Or maybe also this was just way too early. Like maybe, I don't know. Maybe they just didn't want to have this information out yet. Like, hey, we just did a direct. Like, we don't need all this Pokemon stuff out. Let's kind of slowly leak it out.
I'm not sure about that last one, but I could see it being a bad translation, or gym masters being a little bit too much information, even though we don't quite know what that means. That was my guess as to why it got taken down. But the thing in the tweet I liked, I guess, is that they said the gyms are bigger than ever. And I mean, it could just refer to the fact that they're literally giant stadiums. Right. I'm going to continue to hope that it means more along the lines of the gym isn't something you walk in, you face 3 guys, they're pretty much all easy, and then you walk out. I'm hoping there's a little bit more to it. And what that more is, I don't know. But that's what I got from it.
I think at the very least, it's just exciting to know that these big stadiums are going to be the gyms. But I think, kind of the mystery is we don't know what exactly that entails. Like, is it going to be some sort of like trial battle like in Sun and Moon, where they kind of turn the gym battles on their heads, or is it going to be like this more? I just don't know what bigger than ever means. Like, do they actually mean like the physical setting is bigger? I hope not.
Right.
But yeah, again, we'll just have to wait and see. I feel like E3 time is about the time when they're gonna really flush this out so people know what it is for the release in fall.
Yeah.
And I bet we don't get very much news until then, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, but anytime Nintendo does something at E3, it's always exciting because usually you don't really expect that much. So I'm glad that they have a bunch of stuff like set up to show us this year.
Yeah, that is true.
Or, they could, say screw E3 like they normally do, and like 2 days before have a Pokemon Direct and release all the information anyway.
I can see them doing that. I mean, didn't this year they didn't even have an E3 presence? Haven't they been doing that like this year or last year?
It was just a treehouse, I think.
Yeah. So
yeah,
who knows? Like, they could just be like, hey, Direct.
We'll get it eventually. We can wait.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is I'm not disappointed by anything yet, even Sobble.
He's not a disappointment to you?
No.
I like Sobble more and more the more I look at him. He's growing on me.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were gonna be like, he sucks. He's just like Mudkip, and then you're gonna be like, oh, I love him.
Okay, you can't say those unfounded claims. How is he growing on you? He's a blue blob, and that's it.
I don't know. He just looks cuter the more I look at him. So
So you've been gazing into each other's eyes.
Yes.
lovingly,
At
you know,
night.
She likes how he.
stroking the screen.
She likes how he cries.
Yeah, 'cause I cry.
Perfect.
Yes. Perfect.
I can empathize. So.
Fair enough. Groku forever.
What's that face you're making?
Are we gonna go on to the Pokemon shirts?
Sure.
Okay.
What are these Pokemon shirts you're talking about?
I guess there's shirts with Pokemon on. There's 150 of the first gen Pokemon.
There's
minus,
150 or more to see.
minus Mew. They're out. They're looking good.
They're out. They're looking good.
I've only seen 3 because that's how many Blake will scroll until he goes back to the top. So I don't know what most of these look like still.
This is stellar advertising.
Yeah.
This Charmander one's pretty cute, but also they're gonna start a forest fire.
Yeah, are we going to do a giant slideshow? Throw back to the very first episode? Is that what this should turn into?
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna show these, but
We're gonna do a Poke Rap.
I'll post a link in the YouTube section definitely, but
The YouTube section? It's the description below. Come on.
yeah, I'm sorry. the YouTube section. Just somewhere on YouTube I'm gonna post a link. It might be a comment on someone's video. I don't really know.
Tweet it. I saw that we've been putting our Twitter out there. We literally have no tweets, so that's all you have to do. Just a link to that.
That'll be our only tweet. Hey, shirts. I won't even link the page to buy them. I'll just link just the image page that shows all the pictures of them. Hey, these are a thing. I thought these shirts were actually like awesome.
I like the patterns are all unique. Like they didn't follow any formula at all. That's my favorite part.
Well, did you actually go on the website and look at? There's like 2 videos showing like models wearing the shirts.
I didn't see those. I saw like the customization option.
Awesome.
If you go on the site, there's like kind of like this older man wearing all the shirts, and then there's like this younger like model guy wearing them.
There's so much pace.
But I honestly couldn't even tell from the video that they were Pokemon related designs.
And that's why I like them.
So it's kind of like cool, like from a distance, like it would just look like a shirt, like some design, like it's kind of
they
ambiguous.
Can't tell you're a nerd.
Yes, until they're not gonna know you're a nerd until you actually talk to them.
There's a lot of paisley.
You can pull off a suit jacket or a sport coat with these, and I like that fact.
Yes.
Ooh, this is like a windbreaker would be.
That reminds me of Rugrats.
Pretty
the
nice.
Clefairy one.
The Raichu one is super Rugratsy.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So 90s.
There's like ones in here, like the Raticate one that I really like.
Raticate.
I don't know how it would look on a shirt, but like it's like more of like a sketch.
Yeah, I like
a realistic looking sketch of like Raticates. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool.
I like Raticate, Metapod, and Clefairy the best.
That Metapod one was good.
So
I really like the Ditto one.
I don't think I've seen that one. I like the ones that have it looks just like a pattern and the Pokemon's kind of hidden in there.
Yeah.
Oh, the Charmander one was pretty cute. I like this Gloom one.
Yeah, I like that one. That's
Site there.
that's one of the ones they have the model wearing. The plume.
Whoa, this Vileplume one's cool. Oh, Paris is cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like these ones that are like actual sketch looking ones, they look awesome.
Those are awesome.
Yeah, see, I don't like the sketch ones at all.
And that's the thing.
There's something
Like
for
I feel
everyone.
like it's a cool picture, like a really cool picture, but I don't know how it would look as a design.
Well, you could download it as a phone background, and that's all you
True.
need.
That is true. You could take these and use them as like a desktop background or a phone background.
Smart.
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 I like the Alakazam one just for how simple it is.
The Alakazam one I like. Doug
It's a
Trio
cool-
I
it's
like.
like a cool logo looking thing. What was the other one you said you liked?
Doug Trio. It looks like a subway
Oh
map.
yeah. I like the colors on the what was that one? Bellsprout.
Why is Ladybug and Yanma in here? Those are
Yeah, I saw
second
that.
gen.
There is some like second gen Pokemon like hiding in some of these. I thought the Geodude one was not good.
I'm scrolling to that one. Butterfree is another one I really like, even though I wouldn't wear it. Just doesn't. Pharaoh I really like.
That's like My Little Pony.
Yeah, it is.
Ponyta.
Aw, little Slowpoke. So
Which-
cute.
Which one did you not like? Clefairy?
No, I did
No.
like that one.
Okay.
Geodude. Geodude's it's like they're climbing a rock wall, but it doesn't look like Geodude to me. It just looks too rough.
Well,
Yeah, I
that's
can't find
exactly
it.
what a rock Pokemon would
Ooh.
be. Rough.
Poliwag. Poliwag's
Yeah, that
actually
one
the
was
best
solid.
Wow.
You know you're gonna have to go through and find all of these and splash them on the screen.
I wonder if I can like make
Oh,
like a tile out of all of them.
Yes.
yep. This might be the worst one that Geodude. You're right.
It's blue rocks. Like Geodude's not even blue.
Yeah.
The Onyx one is pretty rough also.
I didn't even
I've
know
been
what this
scrolling.
was.
It's Onyx. It doesn't even look like him.
Machamp was also like kind of difficult to
Yeah.
understand. Oh, boy.
I like the Ditto one a lot.
This is interesting, but I think it would make an ugly shirt.
That reminds me of the original Super Smash Bros.
Oh, this Cubone one's really cute. What the heck? Get out of here. What is that thing called? Bullaby?
Yeah, it's one of those. It has bones. It's like bone themed, so I think that's why they put it in there. I thought that design was cool. The Lickitung one.
Yeah,
It's like
pretty
pop
good.
art.
Pretty good. What is this Kangaskhan?
No, that's a Rhydon.
Rhydon.
That's what I thought it was too.
Man, this one's awful.
The Kangaskhan one I think was good. I can't remember though.
Tangle.
Yeah, it was a sketch one.
Oh, yeah. Man, I just want to buy up all of these.
I know.
This Goldeen.
I wanna get at least one, but I know the shipping, since it's a Japanese company, is gonna be like insane.
They actually don't even ship them straight to the U.S. right now. That's
Oh, they
another thing.
don't.
Yeah. And they're pretty expensive, but they
So
are
how
supposed to be
so
nice.
can you get them if you live in the U.S.? Like, is there a workaround?
There are companies that you can ship things to in Japan, and then they ship them to here, like the middleman.
Gotcha.
Gyarados is cool. Ooh, I knew they would do Lapras good. Ooh.
But yeah, you can
Ditto.
use the designs on like the sleeves and just different places. So I don't think you'd have to choose just one design either, which is cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in that video they were showing like you could have a design on the pocket only, and then you could also have like kind of the design like inside of the like sleeve.
Yeah.
So if
they'd
like
be-
you wanted to roll up your sleeve, you could show it off that way.
Man, that Ditto one was so good with that special Ditto face.
That Ditto one is so good.
That is an iconic episode. So good.
Snorlax is cool. It's got the little Pikachu sleeping on the stomach.
Articuno one is nice. It's like
I
simple.
wasn't a fan of that. I don't like the gradient.
Well, I like it.
I didn't like Zapdos or Moltres either.
Ew, what is this Moltres one? It's like trying to be camo or something.
Yeah,
It's
I wasn't
weird.
a fan of that.
Dratini!
I thought Dratini one was good.
Why did they make the Dragonair one terrible? I love Dragonair.
Get the Dratini one.
Oh, this one's really cute.
Yeah, the art style is Dragonite.
It looks like Winnie the Pooh or something.
That's what I was wondering. Like, it looks like something, but I can't like really place what.
Why didn't they make me?
Totoro?
Wait, go back down to Dragonite. Like they put like him with the leaf.
Yeah.
That reminds me of like Totoro or something.
You're not just hear me say that?
Oh no.
Come on.
The
Two
Mewtwo
steps
one,
ahead.
I can't even see the Mewtwo one as a shirt.
Yeah, I think it all kind of blend together. But
Like some of these I think would look really cool, but like over like an entire shirt or something, I feel like I don't know how the design would look.
that's the fun. You just blindly order something and hope it looks good.
Pick a number between 1 and 150, and that's the shirt you're getting.
92.
Do you know what Pokemon 92 is?
Nope. Hope it's a good one.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Ghastly.
Ghastly,
That
the
ain't
gas
bad.
Pokemon.
That's not bad. You pick a number. I want to see what you pick.
25.
Okay.
It's the Pikachu.
I already know what it is.
You're lame.
Okay,
Brock, what do you pick?
37. Full picks.
Vulpix. What?
Turn up.
I don't want that.
That one was actually good. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It had like the stone in the middle.
Yeah. What would you pick, Brock? What number?
55.
55.
Do you know what it is?
Nope.
Golduck. Man, both of you had cooler ones.
Wait, what did you have again?
Ghastly.
He's cool. Gengar's cool.
It's not, but it's not Gengar. It's Ghastly, the worst one.
It's a little boy
Actually,
Gengar.
just kidding. Haunter's the worst one. But
Man, this Clefairy shirt is solid.
it's really good. It's super cute.
Get it. Wedding. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get you one of these for your birthday, Brock.
Do not do that.
Which one do you want?
The Geodude one.
I'll get you the Onyx one.
No.
You can wear it to the gym.
I literally have a shirt that says Pewter City Gym that I wear to the gym. I'm good
Yeah, but
there.
you could wear that since it's a t-shirt underneath your dress shirt.
Oh, yes, because dress shirts to the gym, that's the style.
And then you can have a suit jacket over that has Geodudes on it.
Mm. Mhm.
You can really fill out the Brock fantasy.
I don't remember that jacket from the anime. If you can show me a picture of Brock wearing that, go ahead.
I can have Devin make something that looks legit enough.
What would be great if I got a shirt, obviously, would be a Brock Pokemon, but the pocket would be a water Pokemon, because that's where my heart truly lies.
Ooh, you're a traitor. You're a
Yeah.
traitor to your own kind.
No, the heart is where the weakness is. Where we.
The heart is where the weak. What is this metaphor?
Yeah, like
The heart is where the weakness is.
where you're emotionally driven. I don't know.
What are
I have
you
a heart of
accusing me
stone.
of being?
What?
You're accusing me of being a very bad thing. Emotions?
Brock has emotions.
So yeah,
If I get one of
Shirts
these,
exist.
I will definitely wear it on a day we do a podcast, I'll show it off. I'll do a little fashion show.
That's what we need.
The last time we bought Nintendo Pokemon shirts, you like gave yours to me.
Yeah, because they came in too small.
I hope it happens again.
Yeah, we got like these cool like Pikachu shirt. Like it has like Pikachu from Yellow version sprite.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
And then we also got Pikmin. The Pikmin.
There's a
one's
Pikmin one
pretty
that's really cool. Is what like Nintendo came out with like some official shirts like I think 2 or 3 years ago, and they were super solid. So
Nice.
there's a Magikarp one.
Oh yeah.
It's like a Magikarp with like a kind of like a
It's
like
like
a card
a-
pattern. It's like kind of a
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
king of spades or something.
yeah. So yeah, if these shirts are anything like those, they'll be quality.
Quality. So, is that a new segment of the podcast? The style.
Yeah, the
Nintendo
style
style.
section. I'm all about style. I'm all about style. I'm gonna turn behind us into a runway. I'll walk the runway. I'll strut it.
Do you know how to smize?
I'll put Poe in an outfit, and I'll have him
There
walk the runway.
Once again, we need more Poe involvement.
Poe's like dead sleeping right now, like below us.
Wake him up. This is important.
Do we need to wake him up and have him sign us off for the night?
Let's do it. Hey, Bo. Come here.
You're gonna wake up in a stupor and be like, "Ugh. Where am I?"
Oh, big boy.
Can you see him?
Nope.
Go to the Skype window to see.
Nope. Gotta hold him high, like Simba.
Just minimize it.
It's not behind it.
Oh, okay.
Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties.
Oh
Yeah,
my
well, we
God.
can't.
Why can't
We can't see our
why can't you minimize
own
this?
screen for some
Just
reason.
hold him up about 2 feet.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying
Here.
to say.
Can you
There
see
it
him
is.
Throw
now?
off my editing now.
Yes. There it
Okay.
is.
This is Vapo. Thank you so much for watching. We had a great time tonight. I was asleep. Okay, goodbye.